Good morning, Year 4. Welcome to our third and final lesson on writing an explanation text. As with yesterday, before you continue with this video, please go back and check yesterday's writing for your teacher's RED corrections. And make sure that you've done those. Once you have, welcome back to this video. And we have 3 more main clauses to extend. We are this time using the subordinate conjunction so that. Okay, so I will start off. The first main clause is push the yellow button. So I might have here, so that the puppy appears, comma, push the yellow button. Okay, or if you wanted to switch it round and put the main clause first, you could have push the yellow button so that a puppy or the puppy appears. Okay, up to you. You can have the main clause first or last, but can you pause the video now and can you go and write some subordinate clauses for the last 2 main clauses? Off you go, please. Okay, welcome back. I will, as usual, give you 2 more examples so that you've got lots of good examples in your bank. So, the main clause is hold on to the handle. I am going to have so that you don't fall over when the jetpack shoots out, comma, hold on to the handle. And the sweet dispenser will fire out sweets so that your friend always has delicious things to eat, comma, the sweet dispenser will fire out sweets. There we go. Hopefully you had some good examples too. Now we are on to paragraph 3 and our conclusion. Again, we have our success criteria here. I am happy that last lesson we ticked off enough of all of these things. That doesn't mean I'm not going to try and use them again, but I'm not going to copy all of these ticks over because I don't think we need to. What I need to make sure I have a tick in this lesson is I have written a conclusion. We can't have 3 ticks in introduction and conclusion. We only need 1. Okay, so I'm going to try and use all of these things. I am going to underline them, but I don't need to copy the ticks over today because I'm happy that we've met them all. Okay, so I am going to write about the jetpack and the invisibility cloak. I saved these till last because I thought they were the best features. And we are going to have the parts of the machinery and our technical vocabulary, the tangerine orange button and the handle. And then the conclusion, why you should use the friend pleaser machine. So let's get going. I'm going to start this paragraph. A good way to start the final paragraph is finally. Finally, comma. Now, last lesson, in the first paragraph, we wrote about the engine. So in the second paragraph, an easy way to use while was to talk about the engine, while the engine is running at full speed. Let's read this paragraph together. While the engine is running at full speed, press the hot pink button. As you press the hot pink button, a tennis ball and 2 rackets will appear. This will keep you and your friend entertained for hours. Furthermore, when the dial on the gauge reaches 100, an adorable puppy will pop out of the machine. Who wouldn't be happy to have a delightful puppy to play with? Okay, so we talked about the gauge last lesson. So it's nice then to start this paragraph with the gauge. Shows continuity between the paragraphs. So finally, once Once the gauge reaches 120, you can activate or turn on 2 of the best features of the friend pleaser. Press onto the tangerine orange button and 2 things will happen. Firstly, so what should we talk about first? The invisibility cloak or the jetpack? I think the invisibility cloak. So firstly, an invisibility cloak will shoot out so that you can play tricks on everybody in school, except your teacher. Secondly, a jetpack appears so that you and your friend can travel anywhere you like. I haven't talked about the handle, so I'm going to mention the handle now. Make sure to hold onto the handle as the jetpack flies into the air. Okay, I'm going to read that again to check I haven't made mistakes. Finally, once the gauge reaches 120, you can activate 2 of the best features of the friend pleaser. Press onto the tangerine orange button and 2 things will happen. I think I can make that better. I'm going to say 2 awe-inspiring or jaw-dropping. 2 jaw-dropping things will happen. Firstly, an invisibility cloak will shoot out so that you can play tricks on everybody in school. Secondly, a jetpack, I'm going to say will appear because I've said that in my first sentence. So firstly, an invisibility cloak will shoot out. Secondly, a jetpack will appear so that you and your friends can travel anywhere you like. Make sure to hold on to the handle as the jetpack flies into the air. I don't need a comma here because my subordinate clause comes second. Okay, let's move this up a little bit, then we just need our conclusion. So why should you use a friend pleaser machine? Well, let's start in the same way as the Waggle does. The Waggle starts with, use one of these amazing machines because. So I'm going to magpie the start of that sentence. Use one of these amazing machines. I might change the adjective. Use one of these incredible machines. Even better, use one of these stupendous machines because it will keep your friend happy comma, your friendship will be wonderful and your friend will never feel, I'm going to change miserable to feel blue. If somebody's feeling sad, we say they're feeling blue. And your friend will never feel blue again. So there we go. There is our third paragraph and our conclusion. Let's have a look at our success criteria. Have I written a conclusion? Yes, I have. So I can highlight that. Whoops, wrong colour. I can highlight that in orange and tick it off. There we go. And then even though we already had lots of ticks for these, fantastic, we've got some more. So let's have a look. Subordinate conjunctions. I had so that, and as here. And what I've tried to do, because I had my subordinate clauses first in the sentence in lots of the examples earlier in our pieces of writing, I've tried to put the subordinate clauses second. So I haven't got any commas here. I am just showing that I can do both. Have I used technical vocabulary? Yes, I've got my tangerine orange button, my handle, and the jetpack and the invisibility cloak. Have I written in the second person? Yes, I have. Have I used rhetorical questions? No, but I don't need to because I had already done that. So, off you go, please. Can you write your third paragraph and your conclusion? Can you underline your success criteria in the right colour, including your technical vocabulary, which I haven't done, but you can do. You know how to do that. Well done for finishing these. What wonderful pieces of writing, and we will look forward to seeing the finished pieces. Okay, goodbye, Year 4.